for a few minutes.
Happening in Benue. I have been mentally, emotionally, and spiritually devastated. I actually regretted watching that video because it messed my head up. And I'm also happy that I watched the video because it gives me the insight on what is actually happening and how I should redefine my future without anybody having to tell me. To all the youth, you know, I believe that by now, you don't need stories. Your forefathers don't need to tell you anything about Nigeria. Everything is happening right in front of us, especially those of us who are making good use of social media. Election is coming up. If you like, start doing party. Start doing I am APC, I am PDP, I am POY. If you like, start doing tribe. I cannot vote for Igbo, I cannot vote for Hausa, I cannot vote for Yoruba. See, we all will suffer this. It is Benue State today. We don't know where it will be tomorrow. It is the Benues now. We don't know who would be next. You people are not talking. I have not seen content about this. And the only man, very dark man, who stood up to go and make video about this, since the media refused to say anything about it. Somebody somewhere called D1, Abi D3. What the hell is his name? That one that is always acting as if he's an outcast in Nigeria. He picked up his phone and started making content against Very Dark Man, saying that Very Dark Man went to that place to make videos that will make him social media money. How?
Freedom cometh by struggle.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
Freedom cometh by struggle.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
Revolution.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
Freedom cometh by struggle.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
No problem, sir. Okay? What's the problem?
By struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes by struggle. Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes. Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
What's the president?
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
They are closing the gates already. So we cannot go now. So you can see, they are closing the gates. They are closing the gates of the National Assembly now. They say we can't pass. They're closing the gates. They're closing the gates of the National Assembly. They're closing the gates. They say we can't go beyond there. You see, they are closing the gates. They say we can't go beyond here.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
Freedom cometh by struggle.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
Freedom cometh by struggle.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
That's what we go inside.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
By struggle.
Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes.
Revolution.
Revolution. We want to do something before we go. Revolution.
We're mounting down the wheat. Men mounts. Today's supposed to be the last day, but whatever happened today, we decide that will continue or not. But we're still waiting for Akwabi to come. Akwabi never come home. See, everywhere dry. That place is dry. Akwabi never come home. No much police today, no more security. So,
Nigerians, hold on. The way when they respond, are you sure you want your vote to count? Yes! Are you sure you want your vote to count? Yes! When they call, you must respond. Yes. Do you know that election riggers are cool bloggers? Yes. Do you know say anybody, hold on, when they rig election, not cool that they plot for Nigeria? Yes. You know say anybody when they rig election, now enemy of your life? Yes. Do you know that what you are doing here is a battle for your survival? Yes. How many people they kill for Kwara? How many they kill for Plateau? How many they kill for Benue? How many they kill for Zamfara? How many they kill for Ekiti? You know the suffer never tire with insecurity never tire you. Terrorism never tire you. Hunger never tire you now. Enough is there. Enough is there. Enough is there. My vote must go. My vote must go. My vote must go. Your vote must go. Our vote must go. Every vote must go. Every vote must go. Our vote must go. Our vote must go. Every vote must go. Your vote must go. My vote must go. Our vote must go. Must go. Must go. Must go. Everybody must go. Our vote must go. Must go. Must go. Must go. Must go.
Many votes, my vote.
Are you calling
Platform on Nigerian citizens. Yes. You have movement for credible election here. You have revolution now. You have market movement. The important thing is that we are all Nigerians. We want honesty. We want fairness. We want justice. We want to preserve our sovereignty. So that this platform is not a political thing. It's a citizens movement.
You know, the National Assembly several times they have sat on this electoral act to ensure that they make sure that Nigerians benefit from this electoral act. Don't you think they have done enough?
They have done enough bad. They've done enough damage, and we're trying to correct it.
Okay, what exactly are you asking them to do?
21 points. 21 points. We have spoken to them. Punish electoral offenders. Make election free and fair. Transmit the result in real time. Simultaneously with handing over the result to the agent. Make sure that people don't buy or sell votes. Don't do violence against people coming to vote. Several issues. And make sure that elections are so transparent that no need to go to the judiciary or interpret anything.
Wow. And you discovered that INEC has already prepared for the 2027 election. Do you think that this current legislation is relevant?
I don't know where INEC is prepared. INEC has issued a timetable. That's all. What we are saying is that the law that they are now is not good enough. Under that law, elections have been stolen. And we've agreed on certain amendments. But we'll make sure that we are not wasting our time. So those amendments are there.
Wow. Today we have an emergency sitting. After the emergency sitting today, and what your demands are not met. So what will be your next of action?
The whole country is under emergency. So there are emergencies, a smaller emergency. Out of the general emergency, we are going to be. And they are about to see the real emergency now, which is that the Nigerian people are losing patience. That's right. And they are running out of patience with them. And there's nobody standing here who is new to the vote. In fact, we are doing them a favor by talking. At the point we'll stop talking and we'll start acting. And they know who we are. We are not bragging. It is not a threat, it is the reality.
And decide who governs us. What I'm going to say is
Mr. Speaker, the decision of Mr. Speaker.
Great honor. My name now Obi Ezekwesili. I want to talk about that matter we did for Senate now. We those people with the Senate, then want to coup against Nigerian people. They don't want to make our democracy work. Even though now they're supposed to be hold our democracy, make it work well. You see, the thing when you do hear things about electronic transmission of results at the polling unit, it is simple to understand. It means say when everybody go for their polling unit, vote finish, then go count the vote for that polling unit, and the law say. The current law say then go enter them for one form where then they call EC8A. So when they enter that result, everybody wey dey there, dem go see say na the thing wey dey count dey enter. So when that result sheet, dem don agree say na the correct thing. The new reform wey people dey say make our National Assembly people do be say dem go put that result sheet, dem go take am picture and then dem go upload am. Dem go come upload am for internet. Wey e be say e go go to a particular place online where anybody, anywhere in the world, if they wan know where how many votes dem capture for a particular polling unit, dem go just go to that place, dem go see am. So that thing good for transparency. So now everybody they say if we get this kind of thing for our country and our democracy, it go good for us, because it go mean say people no go fit dey do this wayo wey dem dey do with our elections again. Because you see, now the people of any country get democracy, now them get them. Not be their politicians get democracy. Democracy make the citizens powerful, because if the citizens no vote for democracy, the person no fit become president, the person no fit become governor or lawmaker. So now citizens, now them be the ogbonge people, truly for democracy will work. So we come they ask for democracy will work, where we say the votes of the citizens will count. Right now, because they fit to do all this kind of wayo with them they do, our votes no they count. Then go just put themselves there, then they go carry themselves, go for court go give them a seat where they no win. Let I tell you something. Because we allow them to do that all this time, now it be the reason why we say corruption don't boku. Now only the people who go in politics, then they enter politics, make them go carry money. Make them go carry money where they feel when supposed to work for education, for health, for roads, for agriculture, for the things when matter, water, when matter for the Nigerian people. They don't care. I don't need to tell you. They see them every day now. They say our politicians don't care. See insecurity. People they die. People go die for this country. Then they sit down for their own house. It don't even matter to them. You don't ever hear say a senator go visit community where they kill people. You don't care, because they know say they know they depend. They go just do their wayo for elections. Now you say this must end. That is why this electronic transmission of results at the polling unit will say Adam for law, so that when you pay for law, INEC no go ever say in no fit do am, because they fit do am, then they don't do am before. They don't do am for at least 3 elections where I go mention. You see, Anambra election for 2021, they do electronic transmission real time, meaning immediately they finish counting, entering in that form. They do them for Ekiti election for 2022. They succeeded to do it. For Oshu election for 2022, then do them. It succeeds. Look at tell the percentage of success when we get for these 3 elections. Data shows say an average of 98% success. Now in INEC record when the
we were gassed with a poisonous gas. It's not a tear gas. Anybody who witnessed it, was it tear gas? No. It was a poison gas that was released from a canister that was carried by a policeman who has now run inside. You know, Erufai was saying that they imported some colorless, odorless gas. Maybe this is the first place they want to come and use it. Yes. That one is an idiot. We are trying to get rid of, even these 4 years is too long. We are asking for 16 years. Is there anybody in Nigeria who wants to have a 16 years Tinubu presidency? That senator is a foolish man. He should be recalled by his constituents immediately. Yes. We want a law that has no caveats. It must be mandatory. It must be mandatory. Simple. We don't want shall or may in the law. The law must be ambiguous, unambiguous, and clear. That's what we are asking for. That's what we are asking for. And we are calling on Nigerians, come to the National Assembly in Abuja. We want to show these people that we own this country. Let it start now. Yes. Whatever it triggers, I've been telling people that it is Tinubu that will start this revolution that we have been talking about. And it is starting gradually. Exactly. Yes. Let Nigerians come and meet us here. Yes.
We are going to occupy the National Assembly.
Yes.
I will say no peace for the wicked. This most useless failed 10th assembly, they are wicked. So we as Nigerians will make sure they will not have peace. You understand? In a country whereby over 255 million Nigerians are living in abject poverty, and just a few of them are the one celebrating and enjoying the national cake. We want a Nigeria that works for everybody, for an Igbo man, Hausa man, Yoruba man, Christian or Muslim, despite your tribe. We want a Nigeria that where a poor man will become somebody. We don't want a Nigeria whereby some selected politicians will be the one deciding our fate. We don't want a Nigeria whereby after coming out to vote as citizens, the INEC chairman will tell you, go to court. They have budgeted over 1 trillion for the next upcoming election, and which we know that the money is not even supposed to go to that amount. And these people are here to tell us rubbish, that there will be live transmission, but when there is failure of network, they will do manually. When they are endorsing those Boko Haram bandits that have been going around, Nigerians, they were network. When the National Assembly passed the bill to keep the expired Inspector General of Police in office, it didn't take him up to 24 hours, he passed that bill. When the National Assembly, the failed 10th National Assembly, passed the bill to change the national anthem as if the national anthem was the problem of Nigeria, there was network. But they should have allowed the INEC officials to come and tell Nigerians there might be a network issues. So maybe we might understand them. But the failed 10th Assembly, led by Mrs. Godswill Akpabio, is the one coming out with her big fat tummy to tell Nigerians that there might be a network problem, whereby bandits everywhere. They are in the bush making live video, doing TikTok video, giving money at TikTok videos. The Nigerian army cannot trace, the Nigerian police cannot track them. But when a well-meaning Nigerian come to agitate, to voice out his own mind, you see the Nigerian police doing busybody to arrest the person or tear gassing the person. You are living in a failed nation, and we must correct that narrative, whereby the people in power will know that the people who voted them into power are the real people. We want a Nigeria that works for everybody.
Reinforce, they don't come up police after they don't tear gas us. They don't reinforce, they don't bring more police. They don't bring more police, they don't reinforce. See, they don't shoot tear gas. Guys, see. They don't start. See them. Guys, you can see that. See, they're shooting tear gas at us. This is it. Look at it, look at it. Look at it. Guys. king of talks. Guys,
It's just ready to We go survive. We go survive.
okay, stop that car. Our vote must count.
Peter, how are you?
Something happened. Peter, you okay?
Okay, yeah. You know, it's like a survivor. When I go, okay, yeah.
Mogo, no, they shoot, they come. They see they come. See, guys?
You can see now. You can see. The motion for the movement of mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results say aye. If you are against it, say nay. Can you hear me well? Nigerians, are you ready? This is the Nigerian People's Parliament. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Anybody that goes against the people is going against Nigeria. And we will resist you. If you support the motion for mandatory real-time electronic transmission of polling units results, say aye. If you support the motion for the movement of mandatory colleagues, are you ready? If you support the motion for the movement of mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results, say aye. If you are against it, say nay. If you are against, can you hear me well? Nigerians, are you ready? This is the Nigerian People's Parliament. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Anybody that goes against the people is going against Nigeria. And we will resist you. If you support the motion for mandatory real-time electronic transmission of polling unit results, aye. If you are against the motion, say nay. If you support the motion for mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results, say aye. If you are against it, say nay. Say electoral malpractice, say your time is up. Election rigging, your time is up. Vote buying, your time is up. Electoral rigging, your time is up. Our vote, our vote, our vote, our vote, my vote, your vote, every vote, every vote. Akpabio, 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 Abbas, Balawu Jibrin, Ben Kalu, Lekki Simon Lalong, Lucky Dixon.
Africans and Nigerians were in the Capitol Hill presenting their request. Nobody sent a tear gas. You can imagine me. You can imagine in this place right now. I just came in from the States. And you can imagine Nigerians in a peaceful demonstration. You're pumping tear gas on Nigeria. Just imagine. Just imagine me right now.
Protest has been peaceful. Our demand is for the right thing to be done.
A simple request by the people, simple request by the citizen, and all that they need to do is to listen to the citizen and not to come and threaten the citizen. These are our younger generation. I was passing and I saw these younger people standing for the future of the nation. And what this country, what these people can do is to bomb tear gas on innocent Nigerians. Now, I'm saying this. I'm saying this to every Nigerian. Let me say this. You are responsible to decide what happened in your country.
Yes.
You are responsible. You either allow tyranny or you allow democracy to reign in your country. Nigeria, it is your time. I am here as a priest.
Yes.
I am here as a priest. I came to see what's going on and to stand with these young people. All they are asking for is for the e-transmission of results, real time. And this is what you're getting.
We are not detached. There is no going back. We are not better than the 100 persons killed in Kwara. We are not better than persons killed in Bokos and Mangu in Plateau. We are not better than people in Yelwata and Benue State. For how long will Nigerian leaders continue to kill their citizens rather than to do the right thing? Instead of going to take the decision that favors the people, they are trying to twist us. They are trying to suppress us. They want to steal the vote of the people. It will not work. Tear gas is a normal thing. We continue to insist our vote must count. We want mandatory, real-time, electronic transmission of results. No going back.
I stand.
And this is the, if this is the only thing you can do, if this is the only government we have in Nigeria, by making our transmission instant, that is the first beginning.
They don't know how to go after terrorists and bandits. It is peaceful protesters that tear gas.
I was not tear gassed when I demanded to talk with the American congressmen. They listened to me and listened to my offer. Why should in Nigeria, Nigerians making their presentation of what they are asking for, and all that they will get is tear gassing all of these people? Nigeria, it's time we join hands together and stop it. Nigeria.
Media, mother, watch back, watch back, watch back. Please, can we have the press on one side? Let's have the press on one side. Peter. Are they here? The press. Okay, so you guys can come this way. So that we can view our Can we create space for the speakers? Sorry, please, press, I thank you. Okay. Every vote must count. Every vote must count. Every vote must count. All the votes must count. No glitches must count. No leaking must count. No leaking must count. We never agree. We never agree. Apabio, Pasobi. We never agree. We never agree. Apabio, Pasobi. We never agree. We never agree. Yes. Apabio, Pasobi. Yes. We never agree. We never agree. Apabio. Yes, we don't go free, we don't go free. Apabio, Pasebi, we don't go free, we don't go free. Apabio, Pasebi, we don't go free, we don't go free. Hold on. Are you sure you want your vote? Hold on. Are you sure you want your vote to count? And then they call, you must respond. Do you know that election?
With me, quote me. Write it down. Bet it with me, quote me. If they pass that law without proviso, the rigging, Awama rigging will happen 2027. Go and write it down. Because when they want to manipulate the system, they look for provisos. So we should be careful. I think we'll be able to nullify every argument. As regards those that make argument for network and everything, Igini worked in INEC based on the results, the research they did with NCC. 97% of the areas have 2 to 3G network. If
if I remember this right, I think in 2003, elections too were supposed to be held, first dated to be held around the period for, I think, Christian holiday and all of that. But I think it was shifted forward. My memory serves me around before Easter. So this one, there's a strong point because you want people to come out and vote. But I think the biggest story over the weekend as regards the election was the point of view by Mikey Guinea and the letter he released to many media houses where he nullified all the counter arguments people make as regards transmission. He said, not my words, that 97% of the area of coverage in this country has between 2G to 3G network. And the other areas, the 3%, they have effectively accounted for those areas. Those are the areas they call blind spots. They did this study before the elections. So the argument of the Senate falls flat on logic that 70% broadband, and because of that, you see, the Senate doesn't even understand the arguments. You are talking about broadband. What we are talking about is 700 kilobytes of data transfer. 2G, 3G will do it successfully. So the argument the Senate was trying to put forward was wrong. But I think the greatest argument we should now have should be about, number one, if what is on the IRF portal cannot be made justiciable as evidence, we are joking. We should ask for full transmission so that the process will go well. Once you put in provisos, any proviso that they put in that is accepted by generality is as good as not having an election. And mark it down. Mark my words. If they pass that law, with that proviso, the electoral rigging and shenanigan that happened in 2027 will be mind-blowing. Write it down. Bet it with me. Quote me. If they pass that law with that proviso, the rigging, Awama rigging will happen 2027. Go and write it down. Because when they want to manipulate the system, they look for provisos. So we should be careful. I think we'll be able to nullify every argument. As regards those that make argument for network and everything, Igini worked in INEC based on the results, the research they did with NCC. 97% of the areas have 2 to 3G network.
We are not the judge. There is no going back. We are not better than the 100 persons killed in Kwara. We are not better than persons killed in Bokos and Mangui. We are not better than people in Yelwata and Benue State. For how long will Nigerian leaders continue to kill their citizens rather than to do the right thing? Instead of going to take the decision that favors the people, they are trying to twist us. They are trying to suppress us. They want to steal the vote of the people. It will not work. Fear gas will no mercy. We continue to insist our vote must count. We want mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results. No going back.
I stand.
This is the everybody says shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. It does not matter what they pour us. Whether they pour chemical, and the all die in a die. This country, we not die here, we live here. We are not better than the people killed in Benue. We are not better than the people killed in Plateau. We are not better than people killed in Kwara. For how long will they kill citizens? Instead of doing the right thing. Government when not catch bandits, they keep people protesters. It will not work. Our vote must. Our vote must. Our vote must. Akpabio, shame on you. Akpabio. 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 Akpabio.
I've been thinking about Nigeria and our quest for good leadership. I voted for Abiola, MKO Abiola, the very vibrant MKO. I voted for him. He's from the Southwest. I voted for Obasanjo. I voted for Obasanjo. He's also from the Southwest. I voted for Yaradua. He's from the North. After Yaradua came Jonathan. I voted for Jonathan from the Niger Delta. I voted for Atiku Abubakar from the North. From the Southeast. I will vote for Peter. Not just because of balance. No. He's the best candidate that Nigeria needs to move forward. Your own choice is yours.
The bill to be considered today has 156 clauses. And we are going to vote on them for them to become the parts of this legislation that governs our election in Nigeria. So I'll just put the question, having gone through it with you time and again. I'll put the question, clause 1 to 10. Clause 11 to 20. No, clause 21 to 30. Point of order. 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 Mr. Chairman, you are not reading. If you want to know. Point of order. Point of order, Mr. Chairman. You are not reading. Point of order. Point of order. Yes. Point of order. Point of order. No. Transport. No. You're supposed to read it. Line by line. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Speaker, point of order. In that clause 60, clause 61, point of order, Mr. Chairman, clause 62, line by line, close by close, clause 63, point of order, clause 63, point of order, Mr. Chairman, you're supposed to read line by line, clause 64, point of order, no. Speaker, point of order. Clause 65. No. Point of order. Point of order, Mr. Chairman. You're supposed to read line by line. Point of order. Clause. You're supposed to read line by line. Clause 63. Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order. Point of order. No. What did I say? Last? Line by line. With what? Honorable colleagues. Chairman, point of order. Chairman, point of order. Honorable colleagues. Line by line. 761. No. Clause 62. Obama, you're supposed to read. No.
Clause 63.
No.
We are starting from clause 1. Sit down, clause by clause. We are starting from clause 1. Clause 1. Go back to your seats. We are starting from clause 1. Honorable colleagues, clause 1. Clause 1. We don't have copy. Give us copy. Give us copy.
Don't carry something that you carry. Don't carry something that you carry. Let's leave tomorrow. That is 60 again tomorrow.
Continue. Okay. Honorable colleagues, we are going to start again from clause 1. We are starting from clause 1 and we'll do it clause by clause. You need to listen. If you are standing up, please sit down. Please sit down. Those crowding Mr. Speaker, go and sit down. Yes.
Nobody there. Nobody there. You must take your country back from this evil. Get off. That's the way they tear gas me. Omoye, Sergeant! Sergeant! Aha! Sergeant! Yeah! Oh boy! Ah, got it. Yeah? Collect for the nose on your eye. Then just have this shoot then what is this one that one is spread.
Don't put it on your eyes. Sorry, don't put it on your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, don't bother.
Where's Siki? I bet me down. Wait. Sorry. I hold the camera straight. Okay.
Tinubu became president. I just want to remind Nigerians that the very first day Tinubu became president, that was the day he was officially inaugurated. He removed fuel subsidy, which took the price of fuel from 180 something naira to 1,000 something plus. Do you know what subsidy is? Subsidy is just like, it's a government duty to pay for parts of the fuel price so that citizens can buy it at a cheaper rate. It's the government's responsibility, but Tinubu said no, he's not going to do it. He removed it, and that's increased the price of everything in Nigeria, because at the end of the day, every product where they buy, then they transport them from somewhere, bring them to where they go buy, and so fuel, they affect the price of everything, you understand? That's why the price of everything went up. And even dollar went 3 times weaker. Dollar went from 400 and something to 1,400 upwards, you understand? And Tinubu, mind you, Tinubu removed the subsidy with the excuse that he wanted to improve roads, health sector, security in the country, education, which is ironic because since Tinubu come, now bandits the trend. Bandit don't they come live for TikTok. Nothing in this country. It's just funny. And you know the worst part? If you guys vote Tinubu in for a second tenure next year, he's going to sign that tax law that has been pending. It's still pending because he's doing a campaign now. He doesn't want to sign it because Nigerians will be angry at him and his votes may go down. So he's waiting for you guys to foolishly vote again so that he will sign that tax law. And that tax law requires you as a citizen to pay 20% of your earnings, which means if you earn 1 million now, the government will take 200k and your balance will be 800k. For country where no get job opportunities. So if you not like, we're gonna continue to follow all these obese and greedy city boys who they try to protect their business. Follow all these celebrities who don't already make them for life, where they say they know they even did Nigeria. Follow them. By the time you don't hear them, you know go see any of them ask again. And mind you, if Tinubu should win again next year, he's going to be done by 2031. How old will you be by then? How old will I be by then?
Anytime we want to enter the national people, we are the people. We are the people. We are the people. Anytime we want to enter the National Assembly, we will enter it. Yes, forget about all this. Nobody can right to stop us. Nobody can right to stop us. Tell your brothers that you are protecting, that they should ensure they pass electronic transmission of results. If not, when they resume on the 20th, we are resuming together in their offices. Yes! We are resuming together in their offices. I know, but they said that officially. So, and that time, you will either have to follow us or we drag you with us. Yes, because they can't kill everybody. They cannot kill us now.
These are all police.
Our vote was count.
Now they pay their salary. Now our DSS, now they pay their salary.
Yes.
And if they will face disciplinary charges, yes, for abusing their people. Yes. Are you listening to me? Yes. Please. No amount of blocking of the gate can stop us. Because you know that when the parliamentarians themselves want to fight over money, they don't have a problem scaling the gate.
He said they will send email. He said they will send email into their boxes.
Yes.
That,
They'll send prayer.
They will send prayer. They will send prayer into their boxes.
email.
Corruption has killed this country.
Nigeria must be.
Anyone you see, whoever, Nigerians, anyone you see, whoever you see is currently campaigning for Tinubu or planning to campaign for Tinubu in 2027 to remain as the president of Nigeria, anyone you see is campaigning for Tinubu, consider that person as your enemy. Consider that person as a thief. Consider that person as a greedy person. Consider that person as someone who does not want the development of Nigeria. Consider that person as your worst enemy. And do you need any prophet to tell you? Do you need anybody to tell you the truth? Where is Nigeria today? Where are you today? Put tribalism aside. Anyone you see campaigning for Tinubu for 2027, see that Nigerians, anyone you see, whoever you see,
tell you, whatever, go and read history and read revolutions and so on and so forth. Everyone that have read history have come to the conclusion that power belongs to the people. What you need is a trigger. And hunger. When they fought the Civil War, Awolowo said hunger was better weapons than bullets. And it's right. I mean, he was pursuing that theory from Bernard Shaw, Arms and Demand, that hunger, food, was a better weapon of war than bullets. And it's true. So the truth of the matter is that there is a united force of the Nigerian people. And that is why you find that those who are poetic in their delivery will tell you that 2027 is Tinubu and APC against the Nigerian people. The party lines are obliterating. That is what ADC has come to represent. You are now finding Labour and PDP and the SDP all in the same bed because they are united by a common purpose. The purpose is that we have seen that this government of the day has completely pushed us to the cliff edge. And so it's an existential situation. And when you push people to an existential situation, they begin to think of survival. That is the first instinct of nature. So the truth of the matter is that he will be dislodged. Look, let me tell you, Tinubu cannot control every single person in INEC. He cannot control the, computer room in INEC. He cannot control each polling officers in the polling unit and each returning officer in the state. He will just use his influence as president that he has by the time his regime is coming to an end. And by the time his regime is coming to an end, that influence has so depleted that there is nobody who is going to be loyal to him. If you come out now on the streets to say you want to speak against Tinubu, there's no member, APC member, if you go to their arena to speak against Tinubu, no APC member challenges you. You only have some few bigots who are getting from the money directly. Their own members who we deal with every day are so disillusioned with the government and disillusioned with its performance that they are ready for any party or any group of persons or person who is going to lead Nigeria out of these woods. So it is no longer a matter of Tinubu. His mystique has been totally demystified. He has not been able to deliver results in 2 years running. And so people realize that, look, there is no reason why we should put our lives line for this man against ourselves, against our family, against our future, against our children. People need something to die for before they will die for it. So they have no reasons. As he behaves in the federal, that's how his state governors behave in the states. Those who are original APC, I'm not talking of this later day APC governors who are decamping because they are afraid of ESCC, sword of Damako hanging on their head, which he threatens them. But he doesn't have their loyalty, and even if he does, in the last 2023 election, APC lost about 8 states to the opposition party. So there's no mystery there. Tinubu is living, he's a man. He's just a single man. Nigeria when America said they are God's own country, but I tell them, they borrowed that from us. We are the God's own country. We are so resilient. We have defeated every tyranny, dictatorship, Maradona or no Maradona, smiling or no smiling president. We have defeated all in Nigeria. So Nigeria is also going to overcome this tyranny, this oppression, this manipulation and cooking of figures and reading out statistics. You cannot do that to a people because governance is fed in the livelihood of the people. That is why our constitution says that the primary purpose of government is security and welfare. So you cannot tell me, look, I'm taking care of you when I know I'm hungry. What do not take care of that? These are feelings, these are responses, these are stimuli. And so you cannot tell me, look, I've taken care, Nigerians are now, economy has turned around, and I'm hungry. And for 2 years, a president have not been able to reverse hunger. The price of rice in the market, he met it at 7,000 naira. That is the APC, I mean. In 2015, rice was 7,000 naira in Nigerian markets. Today it's over 100,000 naira in many cases, and just a little less in other cases. Now, you pay 70,000 minimum wage, and the family cannot even buy a bag of rice. We are not talking of the groundnut, we are not talking of tomatoes, we are not talking of Maggi, we are talking of chicken, and you are not changing it. You come out as president and you use an executive fiat, and you say you are going to tell them to bring down price. It's when prices, and you say you are a capitalist, and you say you understand the economics. Prices of goods are determined by market forces, demand and supply, and then cost of production. And then you say you want to use your mouth to say, bring down the price. After the man has imported a trailer of rice from Kano to Benin, then you tell him bring down the price. And that's why it has not gone down, because there is no attempt by the government to think outside the box, to say, okay, what do we do? These are very simple answers within the fingertips. But the government is not doing it. So people now say Tinubu is wicked. They justify to say it. Because everyone thought that as an economist or accountant that he claims to be, he understands this simple basic economics. That you just have to do certain things. If your executive order is, to sit down with the farmers and then make credit available to them and boost their production level for the year until they are able to find their feet, food surplus will be in the market. If the driver that is driving rice from Kano to Enugu is not kidnapped on the road because you have refused to address security and kept in the bush, and the goods perish in the trailer, the onion he's taken from Abuja to Enugu perishes in the trailer because he has been kidnapped and kept in the bush. And then you have refused to do anything about that. And you think by executive fiat, you are going to say they should bring that price of things. You are deceiving yourself, and you think you are fooling us. You are not. So if government is so powerful that government does whatever it wants to do. except God says no. And God can never say no if you want to do good things. If government wants to bring down prices today, there are many models that have worked everywhere. And it still won't stop you from, having your trade balances. The opposition, if you take it as a superstructure, seem to be, disunited. But then within that disunited structure, you now have leaders who have followers, considerable number of followers inside the opposition coming together. As long as that leadership remains one, the opposition is one. It's a matter of short time, and you see all of them coalescing together. If you have Peter Obi sitting on the same table with Atiku, sitting on the same table with El-Rufai, I've just mentioned people from 3 different parties who are law, what do you call them, leaders of their parties, and not just leaders, visible, leaders who control majority, whose opinion matter in their party. Atiku from the PDP, Peter Obi from the Labour Party, and El-Rufai from APC coming together, and this is 2 years running, and they have been saying the same thing, and they have one common purpose, uniting them together. They have not. That's why the fact that each one has tried to assert his own influence and assert his own, political persuasion. But they say we are united in one thing. And that unity has kept them together. And that unity is to remove Tinubu in 2027 because they believe that any other alternative among them is better than what you have now. Because what you have now is actually antithetical to the Nigerian spirit. It is inimical to our growth and development. So what you are going to have is a patriotic replacement. It doesn't matter whether the person is moving slow or moving fast, but it's going to be moving, and it should be moving forward. So that strong bond, because what unites people, you must ask yourself when you are analyzing, what holds these people together? If what holds them together is stronger than what keeps them apart, then you fear that coalition. So that is why you find that as soon as the coalition, announced, Wike has never rested again. He was taking slots in Charles, taking slots. He was just talking and talking, and in talking and talking, he exposed himself too much, denied his father, insulted everybody in this country, and showed his hatred, and with all due respect, inbreeding. And we of the Niger Delta are so ashamed of him that such should be the icon, as he thinks that he is, of the Niger Delta. We are well schooled, disciplined, and cultured. He has insulted chiefs. When he was governor of Rivers State, he insulted chiefs publicly on television. Now he came to the National Front, insulted Atiku, insulted this, insulted that. How can you be so disagreeable and obnoxious? Because you want power? Now, can Tinubu trust such person? So the truth of the matter is that they have pushed the opposition into a coalition. He went to PDP, the oldest party in Nigeria, the most organized party as a then in Nigeria, that had produced 3 presidents in Nigeria. He went there, he has completely destroyed that party. In the wisdom of PDP leadership, people like Atiku left to go and form a new house where he can't enter. And this progress, by any standard, in civilized countries, whatever the antagonism in ideologies between the Democrats and Republicans, for instance, both parties are functioning. You don't have any of the party in power that are going to try and destroy the Democratic Party. Why would you destroy the voice of opposition? Why would you want to rule instead of govern? So the truth of the matter is that the coalition is strong in principle and in one value. That value is that we love Nigeria. And having loved Nigeria, we will make any sacrifice to ensure that Nigeria is not pushed over the precipice and the cliff edge where we are standing right now. Because just show me which policy you will say, okay, give it a few years, this policy will now come to function and begin to produce dividend of democracy or development. Is it the policy of buying houses in Florida, which you are denying? Is it the policies where the government is wasting money? We have money and you are wasting money. You are servicing your cronies. Is it the policy where you have a federal legislature, Senate and House of Reps, that has never said no to the president on any account, where they will sit down against their own, mandate
and against their own self-worth and respect, the president will just go to River State. If the president was going to declare war on behalf of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that's how the House would have approved it. Because those are very serious matters that you must have recourse to the federal legislature before you take any decision on that. State of emergency, quite written in the Constitution. So we see no trajectory towards development. And we see no apologies from the people who are running this deplorable government.
Okay, let's look at, if the choice was yours to make, which candidate or which person or persons do you think you would throw your weight behind?
The ADC must stand together as one. And then the ADC must show us internal democracy. If they are going to have any respect from Nigerians and because within that rank, you have so many people who can do the work. But the people outside right now are not looking at the individuals wholly. They are looking at the individuals, but they are saying they can prove to us that they are now qualified to take us out of the woods, that they show example by having internal democracy. And that internal democracy will be demonstrated when they do a national convention. They have to be a primary to choose who is going to be the presidential candidate. They have said this repeatedly, that they are going to give us that primary as Nigeria. So, whichever of them emerges in that coalition primaries, then we know that this one can lead us. Because that coalition is a coalition of the grassroots of Nigerians.
You have a choice, who will you support?
I would rather choose. I would rather not choose anyone.
You believe in the ADC?
I believe in the ADC. I believe in the coalition. I'm a strong supporter of the coalition. I also believe that there's no alternative to the ADC right now in the political arrangement in Nigeria. The reason why there's no alternative is because this government of the day have put its tentacles on the other two major political parties, which is the PDP and the Labour Party. And the kind of tentacles he has put there is not something you can overcome, not even in this regime. So the only way to defeat such people is to be united around a common principle, a common value. And right now, ADC is that value, or what it is.
My people. Okay. I don't know. Nigeria. I am very proud of Nigerians that came out en masse. The crowd keeps growing, and I really love that. I want it to continue. Let this be sustained, because we can't even have a conversation about elections until this electoral reform is passed without any ambiguities at all. If we leave it as it is, if everybody folds their hands and just throws their hands up in the air and say, oh, well, there's nothing much we can do, forget Nigeria. Don't forget your tax next year. Oh my God, that cha-cha-cha. The plan that APC has for you is not good. Have you ever woken up in a day and not hear about the unalivings of people? Wait. If there's ever a day since Tinubu entered, if there's been a day without the unaliving of people, please help me type it in the comment section and say, oh yes, there has been. Let me know the day and let me know the year. This man came to Nigeria, has brought unalivings. Do you know the suicide rate in Nigeria now is very high? Extremely high. Yesterday, I saw on Twitter, someone just typed their final notes and just took themselves out. Not only that, the harassment of women has hit, it's beyond the roof. There's a girl currently telling her story right now, of how somebody forced his way into her apartment and took advantage of her. That girl she broke down. It hit me in the parts that I did not know exist in my body. This is what's going on. People are waking up in Nigeria. Did you ever think that there will be a time in Nigeria where people will wake up and they will not be sure of what the day might bring? People are unaliving out of hunger. Please let that sink in. For a country where it is known for farming, No, if anything you want to complain about for Nigeria, it's not hunger. The food is there. You may complain about not having nice clothes. You may complain about not having enough money, but never food. People are unaliving for no food. Heat is spying people. Heat. They say the heat in Nigeria now. Oh my God. People wake up and their bed, their mattress is soaked. There is no light. No light. No light in Nigeria. Forget Baneba. None of them, they see the light. Your president wants to remove himself now from NEPA, BPHCN. He wants to do solar. This is how wicked these people are. You cannot afford to be complacent, oh. Or die and die, oh. I'm telling you. I'm very happy that Nigerians are beginning to wake up. I was so impressed by the crowd because the first day I was like, well, at least people came out, because I know Nigerians, it's too much. They're taking too much. There's just too much going on in Nigeria. The roads are not good. There are no jobs. There is no water. There is nothing working in that country. Nothing. They are threatening civil servants that if you don't vote for Tinubu, fill out a form, put your NIN, show that, promise that you're going to vote for Tinubu, otherwise you're not going to come back. Others are promising that they will only give jobs, an answer to those who vote for APC in a same country. Ha! God, I beg. Me, I don't talk and since. Nigeria needs to shut down. Nigerians need to shut the country down. Wike, they get the audacity for states where you not come from. They tell you, say, na only person wey support T-Pain ain't go allow. Hey, anyway, I don't talk am. Na Abuja people go decide that one. If Abuja people go fold their hand, watch, make that uncouth, that drunk man to dictate and show them how to do am, well, who's lost? My own be say 2027 make APC not even see the light of day. That be my own wish for Nigeria, because the plan when they get for now, oh my God, this one I experience go they learn. It's still testing Mike. It is still testing Mike with you people. How can you continue like this in a country of different tribes? You want to force your will on everybody. Every day they are not kidnapping, they are unaliving. If they are not unaliving, they are taking unlawful advantage over minors, young girls, boys. Hey, God, I beg you. That country need to shut down. What is going on in that country is beyond evil. I'm not sure say Sodom and Gomorrah was Nigeria where they talk about. That story when they talk, I'm not sure say reach wetin dey happen for Nigeria right now. You people you have no idea what is happening. The effect this thing is having. People are having real mental health issues in Nigeria right now. Mental health issue when we no even know whether diagnosis go dey. Una no understand. Person go wake up, he not sure whether if he step out of his house, something fit happen to him. He not sure. Somebody they get the audacity, they talk, say they made a push 16 years for president for Nigeria. If we allow these numbskulls, these bastards, when fool the House of Rep and when fool National Assembly, now ourselves we blame, we will have to take the blame for this. Everybody now needs to put their differences aside temporarily and resist this demon that have come to stay. You saw Remi Tinubu in the National Assembly when they are telling, make sure manual are there. If Nigerians are allowed make manual a day, forget. What are we talking about? Una know say they don't set February 24th for the hearing of whether ADC and other parties, whether they go cancel am. Make una mark that date. They are so deathly afraid of Peter Obi. Please tell me, if you are so sure of yourself, why are you afraid of one man? The man he doesn't have all the powers. You have all the powers. You have the police, you have the military, you have the judiciary, you have all the representatives, you have the National Assembly. You are still afraid. You are afraid of this single man. They are looking for ways to block everywhere. They cannot block a person whose time has come. You can only delay it. You've delayed it enough. This time around, it's not going to work. If now hold Peter Obi enter, we are going inside it with him. People don't understand. This new Nigeria must be birthed. There is no power on this earth, whether below or above, in the air, that can stop this Nigeria from emerging, this new Nigeria from emerging 2027, where everybody is equal. There is nothing, unless the people do not recognize their power. Which I'm looking at it now. I'm seeing that Nigerians are waking up. You see a lot of young people now, coming up and doing content to educate their fellow young people. Not the types that they used to do. Now with more details and explanation of the reality. They're literally painting the reality of Nigeria on a canvas for young people right now. We cannot continue like this. Tell your relatives to tell your relatives. If they are suffering, let them carry that suffer with anger to the polling unit. Oh, pie, na pie. You talk, you pie. You no talk, you pie. Now people go protest. Now they release gas. Whether na the gas when a new ribadu, they say new ribadu carry. No, now they don't they release. Now make the kuku pie everybody for Nigeria. Make they rule over ashes. Make we see what will happen.
Saw something that blew my mind. It was trending on X. I was seeing it on Instagram, on TikTok. It's not going viral in these other platforms. And as I always say, whenever I see information that are
Madam Luke, long time. Welcome, oh sister. Oh my God, Madam Luke.
I think video
welcome, oh welcome.
Just post
long
X.
time.
This one blew my mind.
It don't set, Madam Luke. I'm telling you.
I was like, no, it's not possible. It's not possible. But let's read this. Health, what we ordered by
I'm telling you, kudos to them.
10-year capital funding gap in Nigerian health sector. And you can see from 2016, this is actually highlighting from all the HPCAs. From 2016, the capital appropriation was 28.7 billion. What was released was 15.2 billion. That's 53%. In 2017, 51.3 billion was appropriated and 33.3 billion was released, 65%. 2018, 71.1.
Sorry, guys. I moved too fast.
Billion was appropriated and 42.6 billion was released, 60%. 2019, 46.5 billion was appropriated, 25.5 billion was released, 55%. 2020, 46.5 billion was appropriated.
Hey, Madam, look, are you serious? Hey, I can imagine. Welcome back. Ha, thank God for Johnny Messes. Welcome back.
87.3 billion was released, 45% of the money. In 2023, 134.7 billion was appropriated, 40.4 billion was released, 30%. In 2024, 434.8 billion was appropriated, 65.4 billion was released, 15%. In 2025, 218 billion was appropriated, 36 million was released, which is 0.0165%. Saddam, calm down. Let me explain this for Nigerians so you get to understand what I just read right now. In 2025, 218 billion was appropriated and 36 million was released for the health sector. Nigeria, 200 plus million people, 774 local governments, 36 states,
and the FCT, this government released 36 million naira to the Federal Ministry of Health. Why they budgeted over 200, they budgeted one of the highest budgets ever in the history of the health sector and released the lowest money ever to this ministry. And you ask yourself, where is the remaining 200 and something billion? This is the government that people are telling us that we should vote for again. In the meantime, some people started asking X questions. Some people started asking X, they say, X, please, they started asking Grok questions. Can you please run a quick math on how much Mr. Peter Obi himself has donated to the health sector? And tweets started flowing everywhere on the social media space. I saw one tweet. Peter Obi has actually donated more money to healthcare, more than the federal government of Nigeria as of 2025. He has donated 280 million in 2025. Peter Obi, a person, has donated 280 million. He donated 280 million in 2025 to the health sector. You know when you see him going out visiting all these hospitals, nursing schools, and all these things, he donated over 280 million of his own personal money. So one man that's not in office is financing our health sector more than the presidency itself. And people want us to condemn with these criminals in power. Where are all these billions going to? Tinubu has borrowed more money than any president in the history of our country. Where is all this money going to? When you ask these criminals questions, they'll tell you, they'll point to you Coastal Road. Where is all the money for the healthcare system? That is why we cannot afford to have anti-snake venom in hospitals in the country. One sickness in Nigeria and
loud in stating that if the Senate gets away with a provision that is ambiguous, that gives power of discretion to determine the ifs and the buts, instead of making the clause mandatory that every vote must count in this country. Yes. And that the way that our votes will count is to have this mandatory provision that makes it the core principle of our electoral transparency, that no longer shall our votes be subject to the kinds of TPEX cancellations of results that we saw on the EC 8A in previous elections. And so we as citizens are saying, stop any coup against this democracy. Stop it. The National Assembly must realize that they were, well, majority of them were probably not voted in. I wanted to say they were voted in. But it is exactly what done all these decades, how many decades now of our democracy? 2 decades of our democracy. It is what they have done that they want to sustain. The only reason they don't want transparency through the mandatory provision for there to be instant, real-time, electronic transmission of the results from the EC8A to the IREF is because they want to continue to capture our democracy for the pillaging of the Nigerian state. The society is laboring under the weight of poor governance that we have seen so far in our democracy. And now the citizens are saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. There is no reason why people who call themselves Democrats would hate transparency. Do you hate transparency? Do the citizens of Nigeria hate transparency? Why then would the people who say that they are the Democrats hate transparency? It can only be for one reason. They do not want democracy. These ones are enemies of democracy. If they should pass any kind of law that does not make mandatory transmission without any proviso to it, because what they are pretending to society now is that they have passed, that what they have agreed is mandatory transmission. It shall. But then, after they said that, they removed all of it. That is important. They removed all of it by already putting in many other things that will become the norm. I can tell you that because I did the reform of the the procurement system in this country. Everywhere that they put any provisos became the norm. The proviso will become the norm. You see, they are already planning and saying that should something fail, why are you making a law that is saying that there will be failure? Why are you introducing network failure and all other things that are extraneous to any law? Every law of a country is very clear without ambiguity. And what they have done is to already they are basically pramping us for the fact that they are planning to do exactly the provisos that they have put to that clause. Is that what we should take? No. Should Nigerians who have been battered by this democracy be accepting this kind of a provision? No. Then it is important that every one of us should tell every one of us that this is wrong. If these people pass an INEC bill, an INEC reform bill that already has programmed the rigging for them, if they pass that kind of a bill and they dare to take it to the president for assent, then we should know that both the legislation as well as the executive have decided that the Nigerian people don't matter. Do you matter? We matter. Do you matter? Yes. Well, if you matter, then you should be standing your ground. They do not own our democracy. Democracy belongs to who? All of us. No, you have to tell me, don't say us, because you could be part of them. You could be part of them that are wanting to do the wrong thing. So democracy belongs to who? The people. Democracy belongs to the people. It does not belong to a few politicians that have rigged themselves into political offices and now wanting it to lord it over the country. This country is not for those people. Have we not had enough? We have had enough. It's time to end it. Let me tell you, the most important provision in that bill today is this electronic transmission. Because in the past, nobody knew what was voted in polling units across the country. And that was what enabled them to now do collation that was a wayo collation. It got to the point where I even had to begin to put out things in pidgin English, just so that Nigerians who say they don't understand this complexity can understand it. It is that important. If you don't care about yourself, at least care for the generation that is coming from you. Because you may be thinking that you are okay right now, but you're not okay. You're not okay if the generation that will come from you will not be okay. Because until you get good governance in this country, the child of the poor is stuck for life. Do you want your children to be stuck for life? No. Your grandfather handed poverty to you. Yeah? Your grandfather or your great-grandfather, as a matter of fact, handed poverty to your grandfather. Your grandfather handed poverty to your father. And now your father has handed poverty to you. And now you're preparing to hand poverty over to your children? Is that what you're trying to do? Well, let me tell you, if we don't get this transparency in the electronic transmission on a mandatory clause, then let me tell you, and you know me, I don't waste my word. I state it the way it is. Let me tell you, if you don't fight for this clause, you're basically saying it is okay for...
Exactly. This is it. If Nigerians don't resist, me, I expect to see protests tomorrow. If they not resist them, these people go just do what they like. And nothing when no, this is the time, oh.
Translated now to a total declaration of war on Nigerians. This is a declaration of war against participatory democracy. I will not accept this. And for the first time, the police is using nerve gas on Nigerians. They did not know they were using a compressed container that penetrates through your skin. I can feel the body on my skin right now. About 2 people have collapsed inside. this place now. This is not going to be, and we are calling on Nigerians to be heading down to the National Assembly. There has to be a showdown. Votes against. This is a coup against democracy, and we must fight to finish. We were trying to assess the National Assembly. Yes, we were trying to make your. We were asking them that when you go to the US, even when you are a visitor from another country, you have access to the Capitol Hall. Why can't we get into our own National Assembly without being separated by the police from so-called elected representatives of the people? We want to be part of the gallery where the emergency meeting is holding, so that we can make sure and monitor, which is within our rights as citizens. They brought some barbarians, brutes, and they were unleashing this gas. Don't call it tear gas, because this has never happened before. That they unleash a gas from a container, a compressed container. At the moment it was unleashed on people, it was entering through our skins and our hair. And several people have collapsed. Yes. And they have been accused. They have been accused of importing. They have been accused of importing poisonous substances. And therefore, for them to begin to release gas, I have been on the street for more than 5 years. And even during the military rule, they have never used or released gas on protesters. A peaceful protest organized by Nigerians, and they are now releasing poisonous gas, which is a corroboration of the poisonous substances they import into this country. Yes, so we now believe that this country
APC go here.
people who are determined to eliminate their citizens. Yes, because it's an unprovoked act. We have the right to access the National Assembly. Since this has happened now, we all have been tear gas. Are you relenting, or you are still here? No! They have already unleashed violence on the people. And anybody familiar with a protest that has tested the violence will be sustained, will be resolute and continue. Yes. They wouldn't know the end of this protest now. Yes. Even if we had wanted to suspend this protest, the mere fact that they attacked the protest, they should know that they will deal with this protest in many days to come. Yes.
Now, did you know some governors who joined the APC received over 500 billion naira from the federal government as palliative? But I haven't received, so this guy is saying he has not received a dime because he hasn't joined the APC. This is Zamfara government that say he want to build cemetery. Now, there's another protest happening about a victim named Liberty in Sapele, Niger Delta State, where they killed this Liberty. All right. And then there's another protest going on somewhere in Lagos. I don't know. I can't remember where exactly now. May everywhere. I know enemy are not talk. May not be like say, I not come here, come. I know what to do already. So, hey, what is?
Well, it is a reign of.
What is the situation now? We can see what's happening.
Well, it is a reign of tear gas, as you can see. The entire arrangement here has been distorted by the Nigerian police force. As you can see, we are trying to make our way out of the scene because it is raining tear gas canisters upon tear gas canisters. Few moments away, the Nigerian police force approached with extra vans, with extra policemen, and they are raining tear gas. As you can see from the visuals, the protesters are trying to make their way out of the National Assembly. They are still pumping tear gas upon tear gas on demonstrators. As you can see from the video, you can see the smoke. The smoke is gradually taking the atmosphere here at the front of the National Assembly. We are seeking to take refuge at the grave of the unknown soldier, a place that is actually kept for scientific sake, but unfortunately, this is what we have seen. It is raining tear gas upon tear gas. The policemen are not relenting, and this is what you see from the picture.
I would like to ask that you please stay safe, move as far away as possible while you still keep tabs on what's happening. I would also like to find out, I don't know if you can still hear me, earlier on we heard Omoye and some protesters saying that they would not back down until their demands are met. Is it because of this agitation and this intensity that, this situation escalated this much?
Well, earlier on, the likes of Omoye Adewale Adebayo, OBS Zekwesili, as well as the former Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Solomon Dalong, they were all here and they were briefing. But all of a sudden, the entire situation spiraled out of control, and the spontaneity of the moment, the policemen here started dispersing tear gas from their guns, and as you can see, they've distorted the entire demonstration. Issa El-Buba, who was earlier briefing, was affected. Now, but there is something different from this tear gas, because whenever it's being dispersed, we feel some sort of peppery feeling on our skin. It is not that like the usual one we know, but what we can see is that Nigerians are no longer here anymore. They've taken refuge in various places. And if you can see, some of the demonstrations are trying to take refuge. The buses that convey them here, and the policemen are clamping down on them so hard. You can see from the pictures. We are trying to move closer so we can get a better view of what is currently happening. This is what is happening. They are clamping down hard on the demonstrators. Everyone has taken refuge in any area they can, and as you can see from the pictures, they are lining up so the buses can convey them to an area of safety. So this is what is happening here at the National Assembly basin. It is a distasteful situation, and we hope that things get better on.
Okay, guys, I'm going to be wrapping this up, but clearly I'm going to be coming back, okay? We got to keep our foot. We got to stay on this.
These are the results that made Bola Ahmed Tinubu president today. These are the kind of results INEC produced and showed Nigerians that they used in declaring Bola Ahmed Tinubu the president of Nigeria today. And these are the results we are saying enough is enough. And this is why we are out on the street protesting today. After spending over 300 and something billion naira, INEC produced this result as a result that made Bola Ahmed Tinubu the president of Nigeria today. And that is why we are standing out on the street of Nigeria saying enough is enough. And that's why we are occupying the NAS, and we are demanding that Akpabio and his gang of Senate members give Nigerians what we are demanding, which is a transfer of electoral results in real time. Electronic transfer of electoral in real time. Nothing more, nothing less. No buts, no ifs. All you guys are now wanting to budget over 800 billion for these next elections. That should be enough money to buy standing across all the 704 governments in the country. Across over the 100 and something thousand.
Welcome, Farm Fresh.
You have no
you will watch replay.
To tell us that they,
I'm about wrapping up, but welcome.
You cannot be budgeting billions of our money and you give us excuses of network complaint. You must grant us our wish as Nigerians. And this is for all the ignorant people that are saying that they have already granted us transmission. But there is no buts and there are no ifs. It is the only thing we are demanding is electoral transfer of results. You have gotten something governors. In fact, all the governors will go and join people. You have gotten all the elite boys, all the elite class, the billionaire class. You have your city boys, relax. Tinubu is fixing it, boys and girls. All the electoral thugs, all the ballot snatchers. No problem. What Nigerians are demanding for is a free level playing ground. You have all the money that you've been stealing and you've been stocking to buy votes. No problem. But make sure this election is on a free level playing field. That is our demands. And it is our inalienable right as Nigerians to demand for a free, fair, credible election. So Akpabio and your gang, we will not leave the streets until you guys do what is right. It is our right as Nigerians to demand. So please, if you're in Abuja, please come out in your numbers and join all the great Nigerians that are out there occupying the streets. And if you're not on ground, please amplify their cause through social media platforms, your accounts. If you see this message, push it as far and wide as possible. Invite 1 or 2 people to come out there. Our voice is our power, and there's power in our numbers.
Now said though, anybody in Nigeria right now should head to the National Assembly. That's all I can say. Let me go at the top. There's a video I want to share with you guys, and we'll call it a day and possibly come back, okay?
For that reason, we have had an emergency today. And we want to clearly register our position with particularly Section 6, which has to do with electronic transmission. Our position is that elections shall and should be transmitted electronically. We are against any clause that will give way for any manipulation or rigging or leeway for any untoward act. So we have asked that that clause should be made solely for electronic transmission without any provision. Aside that, we have also proposed that where there is a conflict between the from ECHA, which is manual and capable of being manipulated, and the electronically transmitted result, that the electronically transmitted result should be over the manual. These positions were turned down, and we are aware that they were turned down members of the APC, not on grounds of patriotism, but on grounds of political party affiliation. So, for us, after the plenary or whatever that has happened on the floor, we felt it is better to register our position with Nigeria, which is the first. So we had to leave the plenary. We have to walk out of the plenary to address it. Again, there is also section 84, which has to do with the primary elections. Our position remains that method of selection of candidates should be an internal party. And the political party should be allowed to determine what method they want to adopt in selecting candidates that will represent them, not to be open to either direct primary. And so these are issues that we feel that Nigerians should take up from here. As your representative, we have made our position known to support that parties should be allowed to adopt the method best suited for them to choose their candidates, direct primary, indirect primary, or thank you.
Okay, that's it from me from today, from this morning. I'll see you guys later on in the day. We're going to keep our eyes on this and our attention on this. My hope is that Nigerians stay on it. They do not give up, because this is what it's having an effect, whether we like it or not. This thing is going to affect APC. We must insist on that electronic transmission of results. No buts, no ifs. With that, I say thank you very much for all of you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys later on in the day. Enjoy your day. If it's raining where you are, enjoy the rain. All right then. Thank you. Bye.